Good morning, people. If you don't know who I am, I'm Ridingfish. I do motorcycle content 99% of the time. 1% of the time, I do whatever I think is awesome. How many videos have I started out here in front of Bison Thunder these last 2 years? I'd say a bunch. And as you guys know, last month it was announced that Bison Thunder was closing their doors. It's like, yeah, it's wicked. And it's super cold today. It is a beautiful sunny New Year's Day 2022, and to go with the good news, it had got announced that there was new owners to what was called Bison Thunder. And as it's freezing and the road noise is always so amazing to deal with in post, I thought that this would be an amazing and great opportunity to meet the new owners of Indian Motorcycle St. Paul. Let's go. Alrighty, so I'm in here, my home dealership, Indian Motorcycle of St. Paul. Wow, kind of has a different ring to it, but I like it. I'm good with it. And as you see here, they already have some stock of motorcycles. And that's it. They forgot to take my key away from Doug, so I just let myself in like I always do. But I said I would introduce you guys, and if you haven't heard, now you know. The owners of Indian Motorcycle of St. Paul are the same ownership group, basically, as Indian Motorcycle of Charlotte. So we have Tim Southern.
Who let you in here? The doors were locked.
We need your keys back.
Hey, come on, hand over the keys.
It's a fob, bro. You can't take it from me. It's like
we're changing up
it's a chip in my wrist.
In your body.
Yeah, you cannot take this.
He's in it for life.
Yeah. It got injected in me. So we got Amanda Bramble and Tim Sutherland owners. We got two of the Power of Four, and you're relocating up here?
Yeah, is it a Minnesotian? I don't know, St. Paulian.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna call that what it is.
Minnesota.
Snow bunny.
Minnesotan?
Minnesotan, I'm sorry.
Minnesotan.
I'm gonna need you guys to teach me stuff.
What do you call a Pepsi?
It's pop here, and I just learned this.
Yeah, that's wrong. It's definitely Coke. No, it's definitely
That's
a soda. Coke is the South. I call it a soda. Minnesotans do call it pop. So
Yeah, that's what it was funny, because in the restaurant yesterday, the waitress came out and she said, "One other pop," and I'm going,
All of us, what?
"What did she just say?"
Didn't even register. And then the guy was like, we were at Olive Garden, and he was like, "Y'all from Texas?" We're like, "No, but how'd you know?" I didn't think it was obvious.
We'll need a translator. That's what we've determined.
Basically.
We'll need a translator.
hey, nobody understands me, so I'm literally going to be no help for any of this. I promise. So you guys are the new owners. You guys have product. You have bikes.
We do. Yep.
What about the staff?
Yep.
Most of my friends
most
that
of your
worked
friends
here
that
are now?
work here will still be here.
Which is impressive, guys, because I'm telling you, most of them had good offers. So
Yeah.
the fact that you guys either came in and gave them a good offer, or they just know who they're working
Yeah, we
for.
were pretty excited. A couple of the guys, once I guess found out that the store was closing, that went ahead and made other arrangements and found jobs. Understandably. So we lost a couple of guys, but for the most part, probably 90% of the staff is going to be retained. So we're excited about that.
So Curtis, the mechanic.
Yes.
I love Curtis, and him and I are pretty good friends. He hates being on camera, and I always put him on camera.
Oh, good to know.
So put it in his contract.
Yeah, he will be on
has to
camera.
be on camera. So
Ask Richie in Charlotte. He will be on camera.
yeah,
Like it or not.
it's just amazing. So Curtis, I'm pumped to have Curtis. So as well as the service department, I can testify, being a great service department, they've done so much work on my bikes. What's the news back there? What are you guys doing?
Yeah, we're pretty excited. One thing we when we were first 2 weeks ago, when we looked at this and found out what was going on up here, and we wanted to, we were interested. One of the first things we looked at the map, and we said, man, look, at the Lloyd's Garage, we do not have a remote tuning center, in Minnesota.
Closest was North Dakota.
Yeah,
and
Fargo,
Iowa.
North Dakota, or somewhere. I think
Yeah,
is
so
our closest one. So,
yeah,
Fargo and
Yeah.
the Vic Shop.
Yeah, the big shop. Yeah.
So we didn't really have anybody in this area doing, our tuning or doing the Lloyd's cams and and our product. Which brings us to a really huge point. We had made the announcement a couple of weeks ago that Lloyd's Challenger cams are available. The negative thing.
Do we not know
Yeah.
that the Challenger cams are available?
The negative thing, I guess, that to a lot of people was that we were only going to do those in Charlotte initially, because we needed to control the job and how it was going down, and we'll be doing a little R&D on the bikes and looking at the tunes and stuff, mainly the tunes on those bikes as they hit the street. So we didn't want to open that up to the world, so we were doing them in Charlotte. So I guess the big news is now this location will be doing Lloyd's Challenger cams very soon. We probably won't be doing them as quick as Charlotte, because we still got to modify and get the right tunes in them. But
And we have the dyno in Charlotte.
And the dyno's in Charlotte, so we can do a little more tracking and make sure that the tune is perfect in the bike before we release it.
So then when you do them here, you're going to be trying to do log rides and fine tuning the tunes that way? Is that your? I'm just curious.
Initially, probably not. Initially, because there is no logger for a Challenger. That's the problem. That's why we can't turn it loose to the world. There is not a way to log. There is not a way to log a Challenger. Currently, we are. Probably shouldn't say that here. We're getting pretty close on that, actually. So
I'll beep it out. This is gonna be like beep.
It's okay. You can leave it in, but we will be doing that, pretty soon, actually. So, but we will be doing the tunes, via our remote tuning.
Yeah, the tuning link.
Yep, the tuning link. So this store will be doing Challenger cams, and we'll start scheduling Challenger cams probably about the time that we officially want to open. That's going to be February the 1st.
Okay.
So that'll give us about a month in Charlotte, the month of January, to install. We got a lot of them scheduled in Charlotte for the month of January. So by the time February rolls around, we'll be doing. We'll probably be doing Challenger cams up here also.
What about like the B4 builds? Because I've been I've begged you to let me ride your 131 cubic inch Thunderstroke, and you didn't let me do it in Sturgis. I don't know if you were just like too busy.
Waivers in Sturgis.
I have plenty of. These guys would not let me, and I've been begging them. So did Doug tell you when you guys took over the building that I get to do that? I get to ride these.
Is that in the chip rules?
It's in the it goes with my entry chip.
Okay.
So we will be doing B4s. The problem we've been having with the B4s has just been inventory, like anything else. I mean, if you don't have a
It's hard to take a new model off the floor when it would sell.
But normally they're sold, in Charlotte. The units are normally have been sold before they ever hit the showroom floor. So we're just don't have the bikes.
But the goal is to still bring that.
The goal is to
Lloyd's
bring
Garage
that part
into Indian Motorcycle Same.
Yeah, one thing we want to have up here, and which is a good point, is one thing we definitely will have up here just as soon as we can get a few bikes, and there is a few bikes here, so maybe we'll be able to do it right off, is, put Lloyd's cams and the tunes and stuff in some of these bikes.
Yeah.
So when you come up here and you want to test ride a new bike and you want to see the difference, or if you got a bike in service and you put your Challenger in service for, say it's 500-mile service or whatever it might be, you're sitting here going, man, I've heard a lot of good things about those cams and those tunes. I might be interested in doing it to my bike. Well, let's put your butt on a seat on one of them and ride around the block here and see what you think. Because that is
one that sat on a 121, and he had the cams already, and he was like, now.
Yep.
So then, that brings me to a question. Bison Thunder had a great test ride policy, and it was if the roads were clear, you can take it. So if it's a 20-degree day, but the roads were clear, I mean, they're not right now.
Yeah.
But believe it or not, people come in.
We don't even know what this means.
Yeah, they have no idea.
Minus, what did you say, 12 on the way in this morning? So, if it's minus 12 degrees and you want to brave it,
the roads are clear.
The roads are clear, and there's it's not been raining or wet or slick or snow or whatever.
Godspeed.
Sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay, cool. So you guys heard it. If you come in, in other words, guys, they're really open to test riding.
Right.
And I think that's a benefit that I've always loved about Indian, and Bison has pushed it. Hey, go test it, go ride it. And
best way to know if you want one of these bikes is to take one around the block.
Absolutely. 100%.
We believe that, and so for sure, we will have a pretty lax test drive policy, but there'll still be a few rules in there. It have
Of
to
course.
be, but
Helmets, insurance,
helmets require some
yes,
stuff,
yeah.
right?
But also having
valid license and all that good stuff.
Yep.
But yes,
having about the same sales team and everybody here that's already a family and whole, they will carry those rules, and that we're trying to make everything
Sure.
as smooth as possible.
Yeah.
It's not like we're just throwing
Yeah.
new people in and changing everything.
right. You'll see some cool changes, we think, but you also will see a lot of the same quality help that you've been getting in the past year.
Things you like.
Yeah. You're still gonna, so everybody that's been coming here, like myself for the last few years, we're gonna walk in, we're gonna see the same familiar faces, and we're gonna see new faces, and we're gonna see a lot of the similarities, so it's still gonna feel like our home.
Sure.
It's just, after
We're up
a
and
little,
up.
little remodel, a
Yeah.
little change.
Yep. Just, especially
Sounds good.
especially on the service side of it, it's probably more than the sales side. The sales side, you probably won't see an awful lot of change at all, other than you'll see some bikes on the floor that maybe you didn't see with some high performance parts on them and,
Right.
and that kind of thing. Service the same way, you still get the quality service that you received in the past from Curtis and the guys, but we're also going to bring in a couple of our guys and a little bit of a little bit of that high performance crew and yeah.
One thing we've all learned about Lloyd and Tim is Tim likes to make them look good, and Lloyd likes to make them
It's actually, I make them pretty.
Pretty.
Lloyd makes them fast, and together we make them.
Pretty fast.
All right. Okay, let's do that again. I'm not editing it though, so it's good. Here we go. Let's do it again. All right, here we go. So tell me the slogan.
So yeah, I like to make them pretty. Lloyd likes to make them fast. Together we make them.
Pretty fast.
It's so corny. It's the truth, right?
I am choosing. Yeah. It is. Yeah.
All right. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys that maybe I haven't brought up?
There is, Doug had the no worries promise. I think is what he referred to. The warranty, the warranty and the maintenance side of it, and just we've been getting a lot of calls and a lot of Facebook questions about that from the owners up here, and we just want to let everybody know not to worry about that. That that there's going to be there's nothing to do at this point. We don't need to relog you in. We don't need to change anything. But that could change a little bit. But we will be honoring that, and so don't worry about that. And there's nothing to do at this point. Out there, we're getting the information from Doug on who was owed those things and who has that. So we'll have that information. So don't panic. It's all going to be good. If you bought your bike and you got especially if you did it because of the no worries promise, you're good. You're all good.
We're not taking away from the family, we're adding to the family, and I think that's key in this, is we are bringing something to the table, but we're also learning a lot, and especially, I don't know, from an events marketing stage and IMRG, we want you to come to us and say, hey, we really like this, and this was going on before, can we continue it? We like new ideas and fresh things, so.
Bison's IMRG group, are they hanging out here in this dealership? Or do we know?
I don't know if Amanda's had any contact with them. I have. We've heard it from a few of them, and yes, I mean, we hope they do. I mean, we're not looking to make major changes. We're just looking to tweak a few things and more things on the performance side of the business than anything else. I mean, that's Doug and I think and the guys that have been working here last year have done a great job. The sales team have been great. The numbers were great. Doug didn't leave here because it wasn't a good business. He was just ready to retire and grandkids and be a family. So
I hope so. Please come.
Yeah. So yes.
If honoring a no worries promise from a customer that had nothing to do with these guys isn't a testament to the ownership and the management that they're going to have. My no worries promise expired like 20,000 miles ago, but what do you do?
It's in the chip.
So if that's not a testament, so if you guys recently bought your bike, the no worries promise lifetime, what about part of that no worries promise was like
2 years and 8,000 miles.
Yep, and that's what you guys.
And we're still working through that. It's going to be honored. Let me say that first. So it will be honored, but we're just working out the details with Doug on how that's going to work.
Okay.
But from the consumer side of it and you guys, the bike owner side of it, it'll just be seamless. No, you'll never know anything changed on that particular program. So don't worry about that.
There you go. You guys heard it from them. So yeah. Anything else? Anything? I don't know.
We're thrilled to be here. We're crazy.
Oh, I got one.
Okay.
Opening day.
February 1st.
February 1st. I
Yeah.
actually am off that day, so is it going to be like a little
Nice.
grand opening?
Yeah, I think
He
that's-
said, hang on, did you see that? He said, nice. He really meant to say shit. We'll have to change it. We'll have to change it to February
Please
2nd.
send your work schedule over so we can start scheduling stuff around here.
I
so
told,
you know
I
when
told,
you're-
Doug
When
forgot
you're off
to.
and when you're not.
Yeah.
So they almost didn't buy the dealership because her fish is too close.
Yeah,
So-
that was not one of the keys to
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
this. It was one of the pros and cons, or you were not in the protocol.
It's
That
like
is
the middle
true.
of the Venn diagram. Just kidding.
Because it surrounds me. It's all about me, guys. So the Bring in Performance grand opening February 1st.
Yeah. Now on the grand opening, just watch social media, pick up the phone and call if you like. That's our first planned opening day. But if we can put a few things together before then, we may be in here a little sooner than that. I mean, we don't have a Minnesota dealer license. We don't have insurance. Guys, it's come together in the last week and a
Literally 2
half.
weeks, yeah.
Literally 2 weeks. So it takes several weeks to get a dealer license in this state. I've discovered. So we are, which is why we're not open today
Officially. Yeah.
So we're not shutting down necessarily because we want to or anything like that. There's just some legalities and some boxes we have to check. That's going to make it a couple of weeks. But we may be here mid-January. We may, if not, February the 1st is definitely a day that we're shooting for.
And Lloyd will be up here too.
Lloyd is planning on coming for the February the 1st deal. I'll be back. Amanda will be here by that time, and so yeah, we're excited.
Okay. I did a live, and most of you guys probably saw it. And if you didn't, go back and watch it. And it was talking about what it's like to be part of a dealership that's closing. It was information about Bison Thunder closing at the time. And, I had this guy in the comment section, and his name was Tim Sutherland. I got to ask you in front of everybody, did you know that day on my show that you were buying this and you just...
People talk about the smirk you had in one of the videos when he said it.
There was 2 times, I guess, on your show that I guess the first time that you did it, no clue. That was sort of the light that turned me on to even want to pick up the phone and make a call or two. Was fish actually. And
Doug, I'll be waiting for my referral bonus.
Yeah, we
You had to say that.
well, we got to see if this turns out good or not first. And then I guess the second time was when you and Curtis did the live show.
Yeah.
And I was on the live
That's the
show.
smirk.
That was probably where the smirk was. And yeah, I had a conversation, just one conversation at that when you did that show. So so did I know I was going to be here? No, absolutely not. We didn't know we were going to be here actually until about 3 days ago, honestly. That it was going to work out. So
Is it proof that I'm still wearing Vans? That we didn't know
there was no plan. Look.
what was going on?
Yeah.
I don't have no winter clothes. Everything's on loan at the moment. So this was a
Yeah. So we
Jump
So if
on
you
it.
see Amanda at Salvation Armies, tell her hello. And
Give me some jacket. No, I'm good. I'm good. I just need hugs and hot chocolate. But yeah, this is pretty fast.
Yeah, it happened really fast, and that's why we'll probably be down for a week or so, which hopefully will be very small.
yeah. Well, I think it's great that you guys bought it. It's kind of interesting. You and I had lunch over the summer, and I was like, hey, I think Bison's for sale. You should think about it. So maybe I planted the seed like long time ago.
Maybe.
I will say one more thing before to tell you guys, and I was right. I told our boy Ryan, the guys that take over Bison Thunder, I swear and promise, I will convince them to be an RTC at least, and I was right. I
Don't
didn't
think we
take-
need any convincing.
But I was still right? So, alrighty, guys. All right, man, that's it. That is it. That's the owners of Indian Motorcycle of St. Paul, formerly known as Bison Thunder Motorcycle, here in St. Paul. And come on down. Hopefully, I'll see you guys. I'll be around. You guys know I hang out way more than I probably should. So, I'm gonna end this like I always do. Ride hard, ride fast. Say hi to somebody you don't know. Peace. Ha 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 ha!